Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS. Let's get to the news. When it comes to the Cleveland Browns, there's always a mix of excitement, heartache, and hope. And right now, we're riding that roller coaster once again, especially with the quarterback situation that's been a hot topic all season long. The latest developments are shaking things up, and Browns fans are eager to see what's next. It's no secret that the Browns are aiming to build a solid contender, especially after some promising moments this year. But the quarterback position has been a bit of a roller coaster ride. With the recent game against the Ravens, we saw some significant changes, and it's definitely worth diving into what that means for the team moving forward. During Sunday's game, the Browns suffered a tough loss, falling 23-16 to Baltimore. But what really grabbed everyone's attention was the way the game unfolded after Dillon Gabriel, our starting quarterback, suffered a concussion in the first half. Gabriel had been doing a decent job this season, showing flashes of potential, but unfortunately his day ended early. That's when things got interesting. Shedeur Sanders, who was the backup, was called into action, and well, it wasn't exactly the kind of debut Browns fans had hoped for. Shedeur took over at the start of the second half, leading the offense out for the opening drive, and he remained under center for the rest of the game. But let's be honest, it wasn't a stellar performance from the fifth-round pick. He completed just 4 of 16 passes for a total of 47 yards and threw an interception that hurt at a crucial moment. This was his first real shot at NFL action in the regular season, and naturally, nerves might have played a part. It's not easy stepping into a game midstream, especially against a divisional rival like the Ravens, who are always tough and relentless. Now, Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski addressed the situation after the game, and his message was clear. Once Gabriel clears the concussion protocol, he'll be back as the starting quarterback. That's good news for Browns fans who believe in Gabriel's talent and leadership. But it also means that Sanders, despite his rough outing, will return to the backup role once Gabriel is healthy. It's a typical NFL scenario, building depth and giving players opportunities even if they stumble initially. The game itself was a nail-biter. Cleveland led 16-10 when Sanders took over, but unfortunately they couldn't find the end zone in the second half, and the Ravens capitalized. Baltimore mounted a comeback, outscoring the Browns 13-0 in the final 2 quarters, and came away with the win. It's a tough pill to swallow, especially considering the Browns' effort to stay competitive. But beyond the scoreboard, what this game really highlighted was the importance of stability at quarterback. Gabriel, who was thrust into the starting role after Cleveland traded Joe Flacco to the Bengals, has shown flashes of promise in his 8 appearances this season, including 6 starts. He's thrown for 7 touchdowns and just 2 interceptions, which shows he has the potential to be a solid leader for this team. However, the Browns' record with Gabriel starting has been less than ideal, 1-5 in those games. That's not where we want to be, especially considering the talent on this roster and the expectations fans have. But let's remember, this isn't just about winning games in the short term. It's about developing a quarterback who can be the franchise guy, and sometimes that means facing adversity and learning on the fly. What's really intriguing is that this game marked Sanders' first taste of NFL action in the regular season. And Stefanski mentioned afterward that those second-half snaps with the starting offense were actually the first time Sanders had taken any reps with Cleveland's first-team offense. Prior to that, all of his practice reps had been focused on getting Gabriel up to speed, so Sanders was essentially thrown into the deep end. That's a lot to ask of a young quarterback, especially when he's never had that kind of experience in a real game scenario. This situation puts us at a crossroads. On one hand, you have Gabriel, the guy we believed could be the future, now battling through injury and needing to prove he can handle the NFL grind. On the other hand, Sanders, who's still raw but has potential, has now had a shot, albeit a tough one, and it's going to be interesting to see how he develops. The coaching staff will be watching closely, and Browns fans are hoping that Gabriel recovers quickly because the schedule ahead isn't easy. Their next game is scheduled for November 23 against the Raiders, and everyone's wondering if Gabriel will be cleared in time. If he is, he'll likely be back under center, trying to get the Browns back on track. Now, let's talk a little about what this means for the Browns moving forward. The team has shown resilience despite some setbacks. The defense continues to be a bright spot, led by fierce players who refuse to give up, but offensively, there's been inconsistency. The quarterback situation is a big part of that. Fans have been clamoring for stability, and while Stefanski has been cautious with Gabriel, the pressure is mounting for him to find a rhythm, whether that's with Gabriel or Sanders. The coaching staff clearly believes in Gabriel's talent, but the NFL is a brutal league, and every mistake gets magnified. That interception from Sanders, for example, shows that he's still raw and learning. But what's promising is his physical tools and the fact that he's been able to step into the game at all. It's a sign that the Browns are willing to give their young guns a chance, which could pay off in the long run if they develop well. This situation also puts into perspective the importance of building a strong roster around the quarterback, regardless of who's under center. The Browns have invested in their offensive line, their skilled players, and their defense, trying to create a balanced team that can compete with anyone. The next few weeks will be critical in seeing how this quarterback saga unfolds, especially with Gabriel's health status hanging in the balance. As fans, we know that patience and perseverance are part of the Browns' DNA. We've seen teams rise from the ashes before, and this current challenge could be a catalyst for growth. Whether Gabriel comes back stronger or Sanders gets more opportunities to prove himself, the Browns are in a pivotal moment. The division is tough, no doubt, with the Ravens and Bengals always lurking, but Cleveland has shown that they have the talent and the heart to fight through adversity. So, Browns fans, stay tuned. This story is far from over. The team's coaching staff is analyzing everything, and everyone is eager to see how the quarterback situation develops in the coming weeks. Will Gabriel be ready for the Raiders? Will Sanders get more reps if needed? One thing is for sure. This team has the resilience, the talent, and the fighting spirit to bounce back, and that's what makes us proud to be part of the Browns family. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news. Let's keep that passion alive, keep supporting our team through thick and thin, and remember, the Browns are always fighting, and so are we.